What should you unit test in your code? Have you ever wondered what parts of your code are most important to test? Unit testing is a key practice in programming that helps ensure your code runs smoothly. Let's break down what you should focus on when writing your unit tests. First, think about the smallest pieces of your code that perform a single task. This usually means testing individual functions or methods. Each of these units should be tested in isolation, away from external factors like databases or network services. This way, you can concentrate on the logic inside the unit itself without distractions. Next, start by checking the core behavior of each function. Make sure it returns the correct results when given valid inputs. This is known as a positive scenario. But don't stop there. You should also test how your function handles invalid or unexpected inputs. This is often referred to as a negative scenario. Edge cases are another important area to consider. These are the boundary values or unusual inputs that might expose bugs that regular tests might miss. For example, if you have a function that calculates the average of a list, test it with an empty list or a list with one item. When writing your tests, keep them small and focused. Each test should cover only one specific behavior or condition. This makes it much easier to pinpoint where an issue lies if a test fails. Use clear and descriptive names for your tests so anyone reading them can understand what they check and what the expected outcome is. To write reliable tests, follow the single responsibility principle. This means each unit should do one thing well. Design your code for testability by reducing dependencies. If your function relies on external components, consider using mocks or stubs. This allows you to isolate the unit you are testing. Organizing your tests can also make a big difference. Use the arrange, act, assert pattern. First, set up the conditions and inputs for your test. Then, execute the code you are testing. Finally, verify the results. This structure helps keep your tests clear and easy to follow. Aim for high code coverage by testing as many paths through your code as you can. However, focus on meaningful tests rather than just trying to cover every line. Automated unit tests should produce the same results every time they run unless the code itself changes. In summary, unit test individual functions or methods that perform specific tasks. Test both typical and edge cases, including valid and invalid inputs. Focus on behavior under different conditions, ensuring one scenario per test. Isolate your code from external dependencies using mocks or stubs. Following these guidelines helps catch bugs early, understand failures quickly, and maintain high code quality, which is essential for effective debugging and preventing future issues.